Attackers who caused lifelong injury to a victim could face stiffer penalties under a new bill lawmakers heard about today in Salem. Our Sarah Hurwitz spoke with those impacted by this bill.
Today I spoke with two grandmothers of kids who were severely assaulted and now have lifelong injuries as a result. But they feel that the sentences for those crimes were not harsh enough. But this bill would actually keep those convicted of similar crimes in prison for much longer. It was a packed house at that hearing today for House Bill 4122. Jefferson County District Attorney Steve LaRich says this legislation is in response to crimes where someone is permanently injured. For example, is paralyzed or has a lifelong disability. Now, right now, he says the maximum sentences for assault in the first degree and assault in the second degree are 90 and 70 months. But he says this bill would create a presumptive sentence for 25 years for those crimes that cause lifelong injuries. This bill would have a great impact on some families, like these two grandmothers. Elizabeth Crouch and Tina Jorgensen both have grandsons who were assaulted when they were young and now have lifelong injuries. Each of their assaulters were sentenced to less than 15 years in prison.
This was Ezra. Ezra was 2 years old when he was beaten severely. The man that did this admitted to shaking him playfully and playfully hitting his head on the floor, but his brain injuries were catastrophic.
Not only is little Roy impacted and the victims of these guys that hurt people, but the entire families are victimized. Like, our entire lives have changed.
And supporters of this bill are hoping that this legislation will gain traction in the Oregon legislature this year. In Salem, Sarah Hurwitz, Fox 12 Oregon.